Hello everyone, welcome back to Cloud Wars Minute. You know the deal here. You give us a few minutes, we're going to give you some unique insights into the greatest growth market the world's ever known. Today's episode is brought to you by Industry Cloud Battleground Week, taking place November 15th through 19th, where we're going to put together some of the world's greatest industry cloud companies to hear their plans for what they're doing in healthcare, manufacturing, retail, and financial services. Hope you'll tune in. I wanted to go back recently at Microsoft's quarterly earnings call. Satya Nadella brought up something quite profound. We're hearing so much these days about inflation and the runaway cost of things that's just spiraling higher than it has in many, many years. And one of the things that Nadella said was digital technology is a deflationary force in an inflationary economy. It was quite profound. You don't often hear tech industry CEOs talk about concepts like that. But in Nadella's opening remarks, he made this point later in the Q&A session. One of the financial analysts asked him about that. And Nadella offered a few thoughts. First, he said the top priorities for any company in these sort of times needs to be productivity, to get everything possible out of that. He had an interesting phrase, which often Nadella does. He said you need to run your factories or a business of any kind, what he called the efficient frontier, pushing out as far as you can into that realm of efficiency. And at the same time, he talked about using some powerful new tools like digital twins and digital twin simulation to help reduce waste. So again, I think what we're seeing here from not just Nadella, but these big cloud players is an elevation of how they articulate their value proposition away from so much about the technology and so many features crammed into every application and so forth like that. And instead, they're talking about these mega issues taking place in the world today. Inflation is certainly at the top of most people's list now, their awareness, what's happening in our personal lives and the impact that's having on businesses, which are certainly not going to eat that cost. They're just going to route those right back through to consumers. So I thought that Nadella's point here about how technology can be a deflationary force in an inflationary economy was pretty profound. And I think it's not a surprise that part of what Nadella is doing here is saying, hey, you're all feeling this, and we've got quite a set of tools that can help address it. But that's okay. I mean, you don't expect them to hide what Microsoft's able to offer. And I think this is the ideal time in times of inflationary pressures, talk about the solutions to it. In times of shortage, talk about how we can get around these supply chain constraints. So I think it was great. And again, I think it's a very healthy move forward for not just Microsoft, but the entire industry to address big global business problems as the real driver behind what's going on with the cloud and in particular industry clouds. Thanks for being with us here at Cloud Wars Minute. I hope you have a fantastic day.